We are outside the Bellview Winery, and we're going to check it out today. We're going to see all the cool things they have to offer. The buds are starting to break. The wine tastes great. Let's check it out today. Let's meet Jim and his staff and see what the Bellview Winery has to offer. NJ is going to stomp this grape. Let's go. Hi, everybody. I am here with Jim Quarella. Said that right?
Yes.
All right. Quarella. We're down here at Bellview Wineries, and we are going to take a little tour of the place today. And I just want to ask Jim some questions about the winery and the vineyard and the beautiful grounds. And I guess we'll start with the first question, Jim, is when did Bellview Winery open up?
We were licensed in 2000, so that was our first vintage. So
Okay.
We're 25 years into it now. And I'm actually fourth generation here on the farm. The winery is located on 20 acres that was bought back in 1914 by my great-grandparents.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And then through the generations, we've added property. So the whole farm's 150 acres. And as of now, we have 50 acres planted to vines, 20 different varieties.
20 different varieties.
Right. So now if you ask me, I said the winery started in 2000. You ask Nancy, my wife, she said it started in 2001 because that's when we really opened up the tasting room.
Oh, okay.
Right. But so we're 25 years into it. I was doing both vegetables and starting the winery in 2002. I had to decide what direction to go. And so we went 100% with grape in the winery. Yep.
Wow. So what's the best, or let's say, what are some of the first varietals you started with here?
First I planted was Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Chambourcin. They were the first three.
And which, I'm sorry, go ahead, you were going to say?
And then from there we went to Cabernet Franc and Merlot and let me see, we got 20 varieties now. So
Okay.
we've had more than that in the ground, grow them for 5 or 6 years, and just realized they're not going to do it for us here and pull them out.
Okay. Now, what's the most grown varietal that you guys are, the biggest selling varietal that you have?
Well, that's a good question because of the amount of varieties we have, So we, I would say, Chambourcin is like a workhorse for us here.
Okay.
And the way we grow it, it gets really mature and has great flavor to it. People come in and say, I don't like Chambourcin. And I'll just say, well, taste mine. It'll be another one you don't like.
All right. And
they taste it and they're like, this is pretty good. So Chambourcin is one of those grape that has to be grown right. You have to grow it like any high quality grape you would grow, VSP, vertical shoot positioning, drop fruit, pull leaves, do all that.
And you have all that going on out in the vineyard now?
Well, right now we got bud break.
Okay.
But some varieties are out almost 3 inches already.
Can we take a look at those if that's possible?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll check into that later. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're outside the vineyard here and we're looking at bud break. It's called bud break?
Bud break, yep. So we have some shoot growth here. Yeah.
Shoot growth. Okay. Mm-hmm. Great.
So this is actually this is closer to bud break here. But
so that there is bud break.
Right. But these are a little farther advanced.
Okay.
Now this is good. This is going to fill this canopy in by the end of June. This shoot will be all the way up here. And as you can see, you see that little thing right there? That is actually the flower cluster that it's going to turn into the bunch of grape. So there's one there and there's another one here. So the Chardonnay will put either 2 to 3 bunches on a shoot. Mm-hmm. So you can see how they've been trimmed because by the end of last year, this was full of leaves. The canopy was full. So in the wintertime, we got to come and cut it all back. And we do the cane pruning. There's 2 different methods. One is you can leave older wood here or you put last year's wood down. So this is cane pruning. Mm-hmm. Now, in some varieties, there'll be too many shoots. It'll break here, and we'll have to come and actually thin them. So we thin the shoots out to 4 to 6 inches apart.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and pull leaves, because as these grow, they always grow from the tip. So the grape are going to be right in this area here. And then the cane will keep on growing.
Yeah.
but we'll come and pull the leaves off so that the grape gets sun exposure.
Oh,
Get air,
I didn't know that.
get
Okay.
air movement through there.
But you want to keep the leaves on the top.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then sometimes there's too many bunches of grape on there. You know, so we don't go for maximum yield, we go for maximum quality. And that has to be determined by the season and how your canopy looks, and
that's
just figure all that stuff
now,
out.
do you wrap it with a like I want to say cheesecloth, or wrap it all from bugs and birds? And
no, birds. We have noise machines and stuff to keep the birds away.
Great.
But no, we have 50 acres, so it's kind of hard to cover it all. And
as you can see, it goes down. And you said this is how many acres under vine?
This is only 1 acre that you see right here. And then it goes over, I say the hill. People are going to say, what hill are you talking about? But the elevation changes a little bit. And then on this farm, there's only 4.5 acres of grape.
Okay.
The majority, the balance of the 50 acres is on the other side of the woods there on the main farm.
Fantastic.
Time of the year. And there's our crushing equipment to press. David.
All right. And this is the tank room here.
Yeah.
I'll have Jim and explain it. That's David. Say hi, David.
Hello.
I'm sorry. You're bottling right now?
Yeah, I'm doing splits of Fiesta.
Very cool.
This is Will.
Hi, Will.
So on this side, all the tanks on this side are jacketed, so the temperature control, so that way all our whites are fermented around 60 degrees, and then they can move over this way to more of a storage tank. So you can see all the tanks are different sizes. It's because in the 25 years, it's like, hey, we need another tank. Where can we find one?
Okay,
But I will say, these tanks, it started with 5. It might have been 4, but whatever. 4 to 6 of these tanks is when we opened the winery.
Okay.
And they're still here working.
Wow. Now, do you do reds and whites in the tank, or just whites?
No, the reds will go in these tanks also, but you need a manway so you can clean all the skins and stuff out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it'll be a flat bottom with a manway rather than a concave bottom like most of these other tanks back there all have a concave bottom on it.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, because the sediment just goes to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, because we do a lot of racking. So I guess that's...
Every time you do it, it gets a little cleaner.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. And then you have the reds there.
In the barrels. Yep.
The shipping containers outside, and underneath the tasting room, there's the port barrels are all down there.
Oh, okay.
So we got quite a few more barrels than that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And do you oak your Chardonnay?
That is in the last set.
But
There's 4 barrels per bag.
we use a lot of neutral oak, like oak that's been used, so that way it doesn't pick up too much oak flavor.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because if you use the new, it's going to be very heavy, right?
Yeah.
I guess the more it's used, the
Time it extracts a little
it
bit.
makes it softer, but not like you got glue in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is that yeah, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
oak should be just a seasoning, a spice. It shouldn't be the main component of the wine.
Very cool. Nice.
The dandelion right here.
So this is our dandelion wine for this year. We picked the flowers a week or so ago. It's made just from the flowers of the dandelion, not the greens. A lot of people think it's going to be bitter, but it's not. So it's the flowers, a little bit of lemon to give it the acidity, and of course you got to add some sugar to it because flowers don't have that much sugar, and it ends up being a delicious dessert wine. It's my great aunt's recipe from God knows how old. Because when we were cleaning up the winery, I found a bottle that was 1958. That's my birth year. So I asked them if I could have it. They said, sure. And I drank it on my 50th birthday, and it was delicious. Yeah.
Is the downstairs part of the tasting room? And all kinds of cool things. And And back to David, our tasting guide. This is a Chardonnay.
This is your Chardonnay. This is a 2022 Chardonnay. Well, I'm going to let you say how nice it is.
Yeah.
And it's it actually won a double gold out in California, San Francisco Chronicle. So that's what that's why we like. Yeah, we like sending them out to competitions that they taste them blind, so that way they're judged with all your other wines, and to get it to double gold, we're really happy about that.
Yeah, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's nice. It's got a nice. It's even. Like it's a little. I'm getting that little acidity.
Mm-hmm.
And is this aged in oak?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
This
can-
was mostly neutral French oak.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a little bit of the
Real?
spice you were talking
Mhm.
about. That little bit of it's like it's got a little bit. Not I don't want to say buttery, but it's got a little
Yep. It's a little buttery, does some
Yeah,
malolactic
little-
and a
yeah.
little vanilla to it.
silky.
and-
Is what I was.
We're always
Good,
looking
nice
for
body.
balance.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Huh?
It's got to be balanced.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's great. Very
So this is our dandelion wine. This is the 24 vintage, but it ages so well that once a year, when we release the new vintage, we'll also pull out the older vintages so people get to taste how it ages. It's pretty nice. I like it.
That looks great. And all your dandelions are grown on estate.
Well, actually, they're a neighbor's farm, so they're grown right here where they still grow the dandelion greens to sell for greens for salad. And when they're done with the greens, we go in and pick the flowers. So it's made from just the flowers. This here is the Viognier. This is a 23 vintage. The Viognier, you don't see a lot of it because it's a little difficult to grow. It's, not really consistent in yields every year, but it makes such a beautiful wine. We put the extra effort into growing it. We have a little over an acre of it. Makes enough wine for us here at the winery. Yeah.
What do we have here, David?
So this is Gruner Veltliner. So it's an Austrian grape. Not very common here, but it should be.
Grown on estate.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
Everything that we've tried is
Everything.
on estate.
all of our wines are estate except for the fruit wines because we don't grow cranberries and blueberries.
There's blueberries down the road, though.
Yeah, well,
We-
even those are sourced New Jersey.
Yeah,
we
they're
don't source
fresh from
anything out of
Hamilton.
state.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Okay.
Gruner Veltliner.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, I'll try some. I haven't tasted it
And
since
this is
this
also
morning.
Jim will try
22%
some.
Chardonnay.
You have to get down here if you're thinking about it. Pull the trigger, and you have to get down here. Well, this smells nice.
Yeah. So we grow this along with Blaufränkisch, the kind of the red and the
I
white,
like the Blaufränkisch.
the Austrian varietals
I'm
that
trying
do
to
really
get-
well here.
Sweet. I getting sweet notes.
Mhm.
I want to say honey. Honey. Am I right on that?
Yeah, it's usually in Austria. It's more celery, white pepper, that kind of.
Yeah, I'm
Grassy.
getting
And this
You
is
I'm
we
getting-
get it riper here.
I'm
Yeah.
getting like a honey and that could be way off. So tell me, like I'm getting a peachy honey-ish.
Did you
I
read
did-
my back label?
I did not. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Honey, honey and apricot. So
I'm getting there. The
You got
nose
it.
is getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
you got 'em.
So, you have to be careful with descriptors because, like, I get some celery in there, but you got to be careful if you say celery, and then people are like, I don't like celery.
Yeah.
But it's not like you're eating a stalk of
Of
celery,
course.
But what I like about
I am getting
Gruner-
that now.
Mhm.
Go ahead. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
what I
Joe?
like about the Gruner is you can put this with vegetables like asparagus or things that you normally can't put wine with, and this will pair with those, your salads, things like that.
That's cool, right? You got that? This is a must.
This is our 2017 Gruner Veltliner was the 2019 best of class for Gruner Veltliner.
Very
San
nice.
Francisco Chronicle.
The San Francisco Chronicle. So you went up against California wines as well.
Yeah, I don't know that there was any California Gruner there.
It could have been Washington State.
Probably mostly Washington.
Okay, but
Oregon.
still, West Coast people are,
Oh yeah.
you know.
All right, so this is our Treminette. Treminette is one of your newer varieties, even though it's been out for over 30 years. Developed in Cornell, has Gewürztraminer as one of its parents.
So that's a French-American hybrid.
Yes, it is. Well, yeah, I guess, I don't know if you're going to call it French-American. It is a
German-American?
but maybe more German-American.
Okay, hybrid though.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Right. So I'm glad you brought up that term hybrid. You hear I didn't say hybrid. I
Yeah.
said new variety. Because not everybody, a lot of people have this stigma about hybrids, that are not
they're missing
good.
out on good stuff.
Yeah.
Huh.
So in reality, everything's a hybrid.
Yes.
It's either interspecific or intraspecific.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a new variety, Treminette. All right. Like I said, it was developed in Cornell. We grow this instead of Riesling or Gewürztraminer because it holds its acidity. So when we harvest it, it's balanced already.
Okay.
Where here it's too warm in the way we feel for the Riesling and Gewürztraminer because the acids will fall out of them. The acids will go down. Now you have to add acid back and to try to balance it out. Or Treminette, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Very cool.
Right.
Speaking of, like you said, new variety, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cabernet Franc is the parent of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, everything kind of stems off each other, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Very cool.
Takes two to make a new one.
Yes, it does.
All right, so here's the Treminette.
Perfect. Wow. Now this it doesn't smell as sweet as the other ones, right? It smells more on the dry side, but let's see. Doesn't taste like it smells.
Nope.
It tastes sweet.
It's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
Very nice. Very nice. It's a medium body. I'm trying to find the legs on those. It's hard on a white to find the legs. Wow.
Yeah, a little bit of sweetness to balance the acidity because it does hold the
It's
acidity.
very well balanced. Very well balanced. I want to say it almost has like a stone fruit.
Oh, it doesn't.
Is it like stone fruit and I don't want to say honey again. I don't want to say honey again, but it's almost like a citrus and a stone fruit. I'm getting like a mixture or something.
When Treminette's fermenting in the winery, it smells like lime. Yeah.
So
now it doesn't carry through as much in here, but it's amazing the aroma when it's fermenting.
I would describe this as lychee.
Lychee. See,
Yeah, there's the lychee fruit, little white fruit. It's an Asian.
They call dragon eyes too.
Okay, see, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's not common. But
Okay.
if you ever can find it,
Yeah.
that's what this smells like.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. We're taking this home. This is fantastic. What is this?
2022 Chambourcin. So Chambourcin, we grow our Chambourcin. It's one of our workhorses here because it's consistently matures properly for us. And it's because of the way we grow it. We grow it VSP, shoot positioning, whole leaves, drop fruit, same way we grow it any high quality grape. A lot of people don't like Chambourcin. I understand why, because it can grow just about any place. So we can make a wine that maybe the fruit weren't to their best quality, but when you get it mature, it's really nice. So people come in and say, I don't like Chambourcin. It's okay. Just taste ours. It'll be another one you don't like. And then all of a sudden you see their face light up like, oh, this is Chambourcin. It's pretty good.
That's right. That's right.
It's not like a lot of times you think of thick skin as a small
So
fruit.
Chambourcin's a bigger berry.
Bigger berry. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
The pulp is stiffer.
yeah.
Yeah, this has a nice astringency to it. Nice tannin, right?
Mhm.
I'm using buzzwords.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So Chambourcin chocolate.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tobacco, a little chocolate.
Yeah. Chocolate and raspberries when it's
Raspberry,
right.
big time. There is nothing cooler than tasting wine with the folks that make it.
Coco is a variety that we brought in. When I say we, it's our Outer Coastal Plain Vineyard Association, especially Larry Koya, who's our business partner here, is instrumental in bringing this variety in from northern Italy, and it's a hybrid. It's a new variety, and it is Traldigo and Lagrein are the parents. So it's 100% vinifera, and it's making excellent wine here. We like it because of the wine quality, the production, and the disease resistance, which is very important now to us because we're sustainable. So we look to have less input in the vineyard to grow quality fruit.
This is Blaufränkisch.
Yeah, and this is a 21 Blaufränkisch. It's another Austrian grape. Does very well here for us because it matures it ripens a little earlier than like your Cab Sauvignon or some of your other reds. So,
Now this is Cabernet Franc. This is pretty cool. Let's give it a try. It's my favorite wine. Wow. Wow.
silky.
It's silky. That was the first. The silky is the word.
Mm-hmm.
Silky. It's smooth finish. Very fruit. It's not very fruit forward. It's fruit forward. I'm getting plum, blackberry, or raspberry. I want to say, and definitely like a peppery spice. Peppery. Yeah. This is so good.
Cab Franc does excellent here for us. Cab Franc, Merlot.
Yeah, would you say this is one of your best sellers or no?
It's one of our good sellers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because we have such a variety of reds and whites, it gets spread out across there. You know, it's not like we would say that's our best seller. It's
right.
So, and Cab Franc is one of those that people that love it.
Yeah.
And there's people that don't like it. So, wow. So we want the don't likers to love it. How about that?
This is great. This is great. So what do we have here, Jim? This is a pretty cool room.
Well, thanks. This is our veranda. We use this for small events. People have their parties in here, or just we open it up for the customers to come out here and have their wine and a little platter of something and enjoy the day. This is local artists. They keep their art up here for about 3 months, and we do an art reception for them, and then we'll rotate it out and have another artist come in. But it's all local artists' work.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. We have live music Fridays, Saturdays, different occasions. We have our festivals. You know, we got Mother's Day coming up, Cinco de Mayo, and then Memorial Day, and it just keeps right on happening. It's because the people are here in the office working. And let's see, Friday night is till 8, and then Saturday's till 6. Sunday's 5.
Thank you. All right, so these are really cool pictures here, Jim. What do we have here?
So this is my great grandparents, Angelo and Maria, that bought this original 20 acres back in 1914.
Wow!
And then you just kind of go down through the years. This is my mother to the left, my father. And that's Maria in the middle, and then my dad's parents, Francis and Frank, my sisters, and that's me, the little guy in the middle down there.
And that's you right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was cute at one time.
Oh, you're still cute.
Yeah. And then it's my family, my wife Nancy, and my 3 sons.
Very cool.
And yeah, we're proud of our history here. It's my father and I.
All right, so we're going to finish off. We're in the tasting room over here at Bellview Winery, and this is, if you can see, this is the upper part of it. We're down in the lower part of it before, and maybe Jim could tell us what kind of things they do here, events and parties.
Yeah, so actually, when we opened in 2000, this was the tasting room right here, and that was my tank room down there.
And that was the tank room.
Yeah. And then through the years, we've expanded and made the tasting room bigger and the tank room bigger. So we host events. We have Friday nights and Saturday evenings. We have music. Saturday we have a food truck. But this month we have Cinco de Mayo coming up. Then you got Mother's Day and you got Memorial Day. So we're pretty busy every weekend.
Nice. Now I see the tables. Really quick, one quick question. What kind of food do you guys offer here, if any?
Light fare. cheese and meat platters, hot spinach dip at certain times. They're constantly coming up with new platters with different things on them, but it's all light fare.
That's great. Okay, and you're open all year round.
All year round, 7 days a week. We close a couple holidays. The 10 to 5 is our standard. Some nights we stay open later.
Thank you. That's great. Okay, well, that was our tour of Bellview Winery. Come down, check it out. You're going to love it. And the wine is to die for.
Hey, hope to see you, folks.
Thank you very much, Jim. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Mm-hmm.